everybody, it is me, Rosie Bits, back for another tantric tip with Rosie Bits. Please like and subscribe. Grab my free gift. It's awesome. You will love it. Okay, and let's get on with what we're doing this week. So for the next couple of videos, I am going to talk about male sensuality. Yeah, I think it's a topic that is not discussed a lot, not discussed anywhere close to enough. And so I'm going to tackle that. And I wanted to define male as anybody who identifies as male, because I think anybody who is identifying as a masculine person, you're going to probably come up against a lot of the same hurdles as cisgendered, male humans. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have a penis. I will be touching on some things that have to do with having a penis. So if you don't have a penis but you're a dude, take what works for you, leave the rest. Okay, so let's get on with it. So for today, we're going to talk specifically about male sensuality and how to unlock that if you identify as a man, or if you are with a partner who identifies as a man. And in the next video, we're gonna get into some other juicy stuff like semen retention. So we'll go into those details next time. So, this is a big topic, guys, because men generally, so cisgendered men, people who are born and associate as being a man, are given zero ability to be sensual in their life. They are not encouraged to do things that people who are born as women are, right? Like, we are able to go to the spa or get a massage if our body hurts, or even ask our girlfriends to rub our head or rub our feet, or ask our partners to do things that are sensual and not explicitly sexual. That is built in to being a woman, that is something that it's okay to ask for, and that actually, if you're in a heteronormative relationship, your male partner should supply. So, we see the rom-com movies where there's rose petals leading off to the bed and then on the bed, and that there's wine, and maybe that this male partner is going to give you a massage before he makes love to you, and all of these things are important for women, certainly, but they're also equally as important for men. And what's happening a lot for men in sexual situations, or even in the way that the society tells them they should expect their bodies to work, is they get zero sensuality, zero lead up, and there is an expectation that they just want sex, and so go grab their cock, do whatever you're gonna do with it, and then eventually have sex with it. And that's the whole deal. When I think this perpetuates the idea that men are, they are like here up, they are ahead, so they're intellectual, they're doing business things, or maybe they're doing handy things, or they're a cock. And there's no through line, certainly no through line that involves the heart and softness and gentleness. Now, when men get a chance to experience a sense of sensuality, it can open up a whole new world for them. It can start to heal that connection between the heart and the cock, which is really, as a mother of a son, I could see how society was truly trying to cut off his connection between his heart and his cock. That it was telling him he just needs to be a sexual being, he shouldn't feel anything about it. This gives men the ability to heal that connection and really experience that connection. And as somebody who gives pleasure to male-bodied people, it's a really beautiful experience. When I give a lingam massage, so a lingam massage is like a 2 to 3 hour experience usually. It often, depending on where I am in the world, I will try to have flower petals that lead up to the massage bed or the couch, where we're gonna do the lingam massage. I'll have treats beside, so things like little chocolates or fruit or things that are beautiful, so I can feed my lover or my client, whoever I'm working with. We'll have flavored water. The room will be scented with incense or aromatherapy. The lights will be soft. Anything that's touching the person who's getting the ling massage is going to feel tactile and good to them. You know, all of the above. So igniting all of their senses is on the board. And then when I touch them, I'm not just touching their cock. I'm not going straight for the organ. I'm actually, usually it starts with, I do a massage first, which is more tantric than it is erotic. If you can hear that, that's my dog trying to create a nest under my chair right now. So this is the reality of taking videos from your house. You have a dog, an old dog who's trying to create a nest under your chair. So I do a massage that is tantric as opposed to sexual. Some people do an erotic massage, but this is a pulling and balancing of the wind massage that I know. So I do that with my partner first, but it means their whole body has been touched. It means I have chanted over all of their elements. I've come into contact with their energy field as it is in that moment. I have, you know, put oil all over them. I have slid often because I'm a little person. I'm only 5 feet tall, so I'm pretty little. Usually it means I've slid over this person's body because in order to touch them everywhere, I need to use a big part of my body. And so that sensuality starts from the moment they open the door and long before I touch their penis. And then even as I'm exploring their groin area before I get to their lingam, I'm going into areas that often they've never been touched, right? I'm getting into all the nooks and crannies around their groin, underneath their testicles, in the perineum, you know, in the thighs, working with those energy fields in the thighs. And then eventually I come to the penis, right? So, you know, when you're doing something like this, this gives the other person a chance to fully feel and experience a whole gamut of emotions, as opposed to now I must get an erect cock because I'm gonna have sex and I'm expected to perform in some way, which is shitty. As women, we don't want that, right? As a cisgendered woman, I do not want to, you know, get into a lovemaking scenario unless it's like hurried and hot, and you know, we all have those scenarios where it's like, no, wait, fuck me now, right? But aside from that, no, I want to be able to allow my body to open, allow my body to get fully engaged, allow my mind to come, allow my nervous system to rest. I want to have those 45 minutes so that my yoni can get into full engorgement. And now just because it doesn't take a penis 45 minutes to get into full engorgement doesn't mean that we shouldn't be taking all that time to really connect with the sensuality of our male partners. Okay, so there's some tips around connecting with the sensuality of your partner if you have somebody who's male-bodied. And of course, if you are a guy but you don't have a penis, all of this can go into connecting with you as well, right? You can have a lovely exploration. Your partner can have a lovely exploration of your body before they reach your man cave, right? All of these things are all part of it. And what I'm really noticing, what's been really interesting, the men that have been coming to me over the last year or a couple of years have a really hard time receiving. I'm seeing a lot more men in my practice who are beautiful, generous givers when it comes to sex and sensuality with their partners, but they have a really hard time asking for what they need and then receiving, and just lying back and being in this receptive role. And again, I think that society's message to men is that you must be doing, you must be pushing, you must be accomplishing in the bedroom. You are the one who's moving things forward. And in reality, that's just, you know, that's bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. We are gendering these ideas when there is not a binary there. There was never meant to be a binary. We are humans, we are sensual beings, you know, masculine or feminine, male or female, right? We are all sensual beings because we experience the world sensually through our senses. So taking that away from people who are male identifying really keeps them from being able to experience the full gamut of what is available to them, keeps them from being able to explore their full pleasure potential, right? Amazing. And if you are listening to this as a male-bodied human or somebody who associates as male, and you're thinking, fuck, yeah, I don't even know where to start. I would suggest you start with your own self-pleasuring practices. So there are a lot of issues that come up with men, predominantly men in porn. And a big one is like hurried masturbation and ejaculation. So I would say step number one is either put your porn away, or if you need your porn, have your porn out, but make sure it's like a long video. And maybe before you're gonna watch the porn, you're gonna start to self-pleasure, and you're gonna start to touch your body everywhere before you get to your cock. You're gonna have a little date with yourself, and you're gonna explore what really feels good to you. You are gonna touch yourself sensually. Maybe you're gonna have a shower first of all, or even a bath, and just get present in your body. And then when you start to touch yourself in self-pleasure, take your time. So edging is very popular, and I would say yes, go ahead and do some edging, but before you even get to that point, just touch yourself for the pure bliss of exploring your cock, right? Remember, get back into the space of when you were like a little kid, or maybe you were a preteen or getting into your teens, when you just explored your body in an innocent way because it felt good before anybody told you, no, you're not supposed to do that. So get back into that space and then allow that sensual feeling to grow. And when it starts to feel sexual, then you can get into a place where you're starting to really enjoy the sexual feeling in your cock. And take your time. When you feel like you're ready to come, slow down, do some breathing. Some open mouth breathing just to slow that energy down, and then get back into building up that energy, building up that sexual charge until you're ready to orgasm. So leading into the next video, in the next video, I'm going to talk about semen retaining and why you might want to semen retain, and the idea of separating ejaculation from orgasm, because I want you to have 1,000,000 orgasms. I can come for hours and hours and hours. I can have countless amounts of orgasms, and I know other women who can do this, and I know other men who are starting to be able to do this. So if you're a male-bodied person, I want you to have as many orgasms as I have. And for my partners, I feel really sad when I've had who knows how many orgasms, countless orgasm after orgasm, and they've had one or two because they're ejaculating and they get worn out. Or I've had partners who have like 5, 6, 7, but then they're super burnt out. It takes a lot out of them. Or they gotta be about 25. Again, my old dog in the background. So that's for today. Today we talked about sensuality. If you are a person who presents as male, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Get to that sensuality. You can ask me questions. You can slide into my DM. Oh, that sounds sexy. At any point in time, if you want to ask me private questions, but also it's great to ask questions in the comments or on social media, because then other people can hear them as well. Okay, like, subscribe, grab the free gift. Love you. Bye.